Mr. Debiasio. Love that name, Debiasio.
Debiasio.
Oh.
De Blasio's the mayor of New York.
Oh, God, that's right. How do you say it?
Debiasio.
Debiasio.
There's no L in it.
Such a nice Italian name, isn't it?
It is a nice Italian
You gotta
name.
wear your seatbelt. The cops are on me.
Oh, really?
No. You're ready to go?
I'm ready
What
to
is
go.
it? It's bright and early?
Yep.
8:30? What are you doing today?
Going to work for Federal Express.
Oh, boy.
It's Christmas rush.
Yeah? How's that going?
It's going well. We're getting busier and busier,
Yep.
and there's a lot of people shopping on the island. Everyone's buying over the internet these days. So
How do you like it?
it's fun. It's a lot different than what I used to do, but it's enjoyable. I got a great group of people. I'm the only person that lives on Nantucket that works for Federal Express for the Express Company. So
Is that right?
I'm the jack of all trades when it comes to things going on.
So they ship, they fly everybody over?
Everybody else flies over.
How
every
many
day.
people are we talking?
4 people,
Okay.
besides myself.
Yep.
On a regular basis. The summertime we had 9 people here. The summer crew that stays here, we rent the house.
Wow. You'd think that they'd have 9 people here right now because of Christmas. Do they bring more?
They'll bring more as necessary. Right now, there's 5 of us driving, and they'll bring on additional people. Plus, we're working Saturdays going forward, starting this week.
Okay. And who's bigger, FedEx or UPS?
On the island, UPS.
Yeah.
There's ground and there's express. I work for Federal Express, which are all the air shipments.
Yeah.
UPS is mostly ground.
Too. How would you define, now that you're working for FedEx, I mean, they directly compete with each other, right?
They directly compete with each other. It's interesting. Ground service is kind of separate from the express service. UPS ground, most people prefer UPS ground. When it comes to sending something air and expediting it, it's Federal Express.
I see. So most of the time, Amazon, for instance, uses UPS.
No, most of the time Amazon uses us because it's 2-day shipping.
Oh, I see.
And same thing with Walmart.com. Walmart.com uses us as well
I see.
because it's guaranteed 2-day shipping.
I see.
If you're Prime
Boy,
members.
that's
Right.
a big
Yeah.
client for FedEx.
Right. That plus we get all the prepared foods. The plated, the gourmet chef, all that comes in through us.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
How is that anyway? I wonder about how many people are actually using that plated food stuff.
Today is plated day. Today is interesting. Wednesdays is when we get a lot of plated shipments, and we get probably about 50 to 60 on the island every week.
Now we're talking, when we say plated, for people who don't know, that's like pre-made food?
It's not pre-made, it's pre-portioned food.
Oh, yeah.
In other words, they give you all fresh ingredients, including the meats or the fish, and they give you the recipes to prepare it.
Do you think it's a fad?
I don't know if it's
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it. I've looked at it in terms of every now and then you get ones that can't be delivered, or if they're over a day late, they're asked to be destroyed. So I've taken a look at what their offering is, and my wife Jane was a home economics teacher. She's a great cook, and she looks at the things that they're getting in there. And for people that don't want to, have a spice cabinet with a lot of different spices and maintain things, it's perfect because everything's proportioned. You're getting just enough to make the recipe, so there's no leftovers as far as having to buy additional things.
Right.
And I think for a lot of people, that's convenient today.
Yeah. And you do save a little bit of money, I guess, right? Or no?
I guess so, compared to the regular prices of Stop and Shop on the island. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, there you go. So, how long have you been out here?
Been out here going on 9 years now, full time.
Yeah, and what, part-time before that?
Well, part time before that. But Jane has been coming to the island since 1960. Her parents bought a house in Brant Point, so she spent her summers growing up here. Her father was a school teacher. Her mother was a clothing designer. Then, when Jane was born, her mother became a full-time, at-home parent.
Yeah.
And they bought a house up here in 1960.
Mm.
They had it until 1985 after her mom passed away. Actually, her father sold it just before we met.
Okay.
So once we met...
When did you meet?
We met in 1985.
So you've been married that long? Is
we
that
were-
your first wife?
my first wife. We were married in 1986.
You guys have a good relationship. It seems that way. You can't really tell always.
No,
but-
thank you. We do.
But it feels that way.
We both compliment each other in a lot of different ways. I mean, Jane's the gabber and the socializer of the two between the two of us. But
That's great.
it's been going to be 32 years.
No kids.
Yeah. No children.
Yeah.
Doesn't have children.
Okay, well, you guys, you have pets?
We have 3 cats. Those
Yeah.
are our kids.
Those are your kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
All rescues.
Now, when you met each other, what were you doing at the time?
At the time, I was a business consultant.
Yeah. You're a white-collar guy, right? Normally?
I was a white-collar guy normally, yes, before we moved up here.
Okay.
We did a lifestyle change coming up here. No, I started out of college working for a small consulting company out of Connecticut that specialized in profit improvement and productivity management. And I was there for 8 years. During that time, I met Jane. I worked myself up to an analyst position where I was actually going in and looking at how the businesses operated and help come up with game plans to improve their operations, improve their profits.
Yep.
And we met. I was traveling, 2 to 3 places a week across the country in Canada and the Caribbean. And once we decided to get married, I wanted to stop the travel, and that's what we did. From there, I went to work for Isotonic Gloves
Out of where?
out of New York.
Okay.
We lived in New Jersey at the time.
Oh, I see.
We were married. We were in New Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I was commuting to Manhattan, and that's started our life doing that. And yeah, I worked as
Isotoner, huh?
yes, the glove people.
Oh, yeah. They're still around.
They're still around.
Sure they are.
They were sold. The division was sold. Sara Lee, as part of Sara Lee Corporation years ago, and they sold it to Totes. So now it's out in Columbus, Ohio.
Were you still doing the same kind of function for
I
them?
started out doing the same kind of function for them. I mean, they're a glove. They're a cold weather product, so it was highly business oriented for the Christmas selling season.
Yeah.
And they had people that had to be put in place, and I'd hire a lot of temporary people to help meet the business demand. So I was brought in basically to help analyze and come up with the budgets and plans to bring people on board, train them, mostly in the distribution aspect, but also in the main corporate office.
Yep.
But I ended up getting involved in distribution heavily, and packaging design and barcode labeling.
Right. And a lot of people, though, that when they move here, they still keep that job and they fly on and off all
Yes,
the time. But-
true. I mean, when we moved here, I basically was, looking for a lifestyle change when we came up here. And
Oh, you were?
yes.
But why?
Well, I was commuting back and forth to Manhattan for most of my career, and you're going on, 20. I'm married 30 years, so back and forth for about 20 to 25
Like
years.
taking the train type of?
Train or bus, yes.
Yeah, right.
And it takes its toll. And a lot of the businesses I worked for, after I got out of apparel accessories, I got involved in the jewelry industry.
Oh,